Hey guys, Sophia here with Turquoise Toffee, and I'm back with another video. Today we're talking about the 2024 IFBB Pro League Nashville Fit Show Pro Bikini and Pro Masters Bikini results. Absolutely stunning in all the age categories. This was a fabulous show. And of course, in terms of Olympia, last year's top three are automatically qualified, and then the winners of the Open division, not the Masters, is qualified for the Olympia this year. The Masters have their own Olympia with its own qualification system. So this is just those Open division competitors. So looking at the Open, in first place, Tamikia, second, Adair, third, Lauren, fourth, Nade, and fifth, Liana. Here's Liana in fifth place. Gosh, I just love her whole vibe. The dark hair, the dark eyes, the black suit. She is so unique, such an individual. It looks so good. Everything about her is a total vibe, and I love it. She's got great abs, a nice amount of size to the delts, great curves, great fullness in the lats. I think her upper body in particular looks fabulous. She's really nailed that triangular shape with the width coming into the narrow waistline, nice curve to the glute. I think she's got some good curves in the legs, the hamstring and the quads look nice, but I do think she needs more size. I think if she could get a little bit more of that dipping in where the glute and the hamstring come together, so a little bit more size to the glute and a little bit more size to the hamstring, I think that would look really great. A little bit more size in the back leg as well, just to really balance out the lower body with her tremendous upper body. I think her tan looks great. Her whole styling looks amazing. I think she's fabulous. Next, in fourth place, Nade, just beautiful. I love the color of her suit. It's so fresh. It's vibrant. It looks great with her skin tone, her gorgeous hair. There's so much curl. It looks so beautiful. She's got an amazing shape to her glute, and exactly what I was just talking about in the last competitor with that little dip you get where the glute and the hamstring come together. So her silhouette is just curve upon curve. She also has a really great curve to her quad sweep in this back leg. She's got beautiful delts, and my gosh, what a tiny waistline. Her midsection is so small. She's absolutely just disappearing in the middle. Crazy big up top, just nothing in the middle, and then a beautiful round glute. It's just so eye-catching. I do wish, though, that she had a little bit more definition in the abs themselves, like a little bit more of that six-pack or that line that kind of comes down the middle, just to have a bit more of that muscular, athletic look in the stomach itself. Otherwise, I think everything about her is just so spectacular. You really look at her and she's just got such a shape. Absolutely amazing. Next and third is Lauren. She looks gorgeous. A really nice, athletic, healthy, full, substantial amount of muscle on her frame. She's got really nice, big, round delts, a good lat. You definitely notice the curviness of her back. Like, wow, what a great silhouette she has. Nice, full glute and a beautiful curve to the hamstring. I think she's got a really nice amount of definition, too. You're noticing this groove coming up her hip. She's got a lot of detail in her abs. The back leg, she's got that really nice quad sweep with a bit of detail coming through in the back. It looks fabulous. I also think she's posing really well to keep a nice shape in the delts of her back arm. That's something that I comment on quite a bit. People tend to have their wrist in a way that flattens the delt, but she's doing a fabulous job of really showing off the shape of the shoulder as well as the beautiful curves and the muscles in her arms. So I think she's looking amazing. Great suit color. It looks lovely with her dark hair. She could potentially have a little bit more curve to the top part of her glute here so that the glute starts kind of having that beautiful curved shape right from the suit strap. But otherwise, I think she's got a really nice balance, a really great curve, and she looks phenomenal. Next in second place is Adair, and my goodness, does this girl have a lot of size. She's got massive glutes, massive hamstrings, crazy big quads. The sweep is so clear and visible. Beautiful giant delts. Like, she is muscular and lean to the point of perfection. She's got such beautiful lines showing, but without looking overly hard or striated. It's just wow. She's got the gorgeous groove in her hip, the line coming down her quad. I'm loving the outline of her delt here. Her obliques look fabulous. So she's got a lot of muscle to be able to be this detailed and still be curvy and round and full. I'm so impressed. The suit color looks beautiful against her skin. I like the nude lip. Normally, I'm more of a bold, colorful lip kind of girl, but I think it just looks really pretty with her eyeshadow, with her hair color, everything. It's just a really nice overall package. And she's posing beautifully. I love how delicately just barely her thumb is touching her waistline. She's delicately up on her toe of the back foot. It just creates such a beautiful lightness and airiness, even though she's clearly a very muscular woman. So I think she's doing an amazing job. I would be very careful with her thick, dark hair not to obstruct the back delt. So I would really try to get all of the hair to the back so that you can see the shape of this beautiful shoulder. I think she looks amazing. And now in first place, Tamikia. My goodness, is she ever cool looking? She is so narrow and tiny in her waist and just so big in the shoulders, and her glutes go forever. She's got this crazy good shape, and I'm loving in particular where the glute attaches to the leg. Like right here, it is so pronounced, so easy to see the difference between glute and hamstring. It's just an incredible shape. Her silhouette is stunning. She's got great curves. The quad sweep on that back leg looks awesome. She's got nice detail in that kind of teardrop shape by the kneecap, the groove in her hip, the oblique. Her abs are completely flat and toned and tight. It's so impressive. And man, the conditioning looks amazing in her upper body. But what I love even more is that with the conditioning, she's got gloss in all the right places to really glow and highlight all of these areas where the muscles are just looking so amazing. So I think she looks absolutely gorgeous. This suit color is beautiful, particularly with the backdrop, but just on her skin tone with her hair, she looks great. And I think it was a beautiful first place for her. Now here's the lineup side by side. I'm definitely drawn to first and second place. I think both Tamikia and Adair have really good V shapes in their upper bodies. You notice the width of their delts coming into their very narrow waistlines with beautiful abs, and then quite a substantial amount of size to the glutes. I think Tamikia is posing even more towards the judges than Adair. She's a little bit more at a 45-degree angle in the shoulders, whereas you can see more of the back arm of Tamikia here, and I think that's really widening her upper body. She can do it because she has such a tiny waistline. Adair, I'm noticing her beautiful conditioning, the oblique, the line in her leg here. But Tamikia really has quite a lot of quad sweep, and I think that stands out particularly with that detail coming through in her by her kneecap. Here's where I think Nade could have a little bit more muscle definition coming through in the abs. Doesn't need to be full six-pack, but a little bit more to see would be nice, like you see in the other competitors. Lauren, I think, has a really impressive lat. The curve is crazy good. And Liana, I'm loving how substantial she is in her upper body. The delt and the lat in particular looks really fabulous. Just a really good amount of muscle in that triangle shape. And then in the back pose, I really like Tamikia's quad sweeps. I think she's got a lot of nice size in the inside of her leg as well. And the tie-ins go nice and low with a good amount of detail coming through in the hamstrings themselves. Adair beside her also has really nice tie-ins, but maybe not as much definition in the hamstrings as you're seeing with Tamikia. I think both ladies have really beautiful shoulders. In this, maybe it's just not quite in the pose yet, but I definitely noticed this delt is higher than this one, but it's just a photo. I get it. I think Adair's shoulders look really beautiful. Lauren has some super impressive delts, but I think she needs more fullness in her hair to obstruct some of the definition that's coming through in her back. I think if she had just a little bit more thickness in the hair up here, and then come into that V shape, it would be fabulous. Nade, beautiful long glutes, nice fullness in the middle part here. Leanna, I think, has some great size as well, but she could have had a little bit more detail coming in to the back of the legs. I think Tamikia really has a great back pose, just really nice roundness, good definition, and just a great overall shape. But Adair, I think, was a close second. They have a very different look from behind. It's a lot of a different shape in the glutes, a lot more fullness around the width for Adair, and I see a bit more fullness in the length in Tamikia. Call me crazy, comment below, but a beautiful overall top 5. And of course, there she is added to the list. Now, in terms of our Masters 35 plus, in first place, Marika, second, Nina, third, Olesia, fourth, Brandy, and fifth, Sarah. So here's Sarah in 5th place, looking beautiful. She's got great abs, a really chiseled out oblique. I love this line she gets right here. She's got nice size to the shoulders and a good definition as well. I do think that she could pose this back arm a little bit differently to try to keep the curve in the delt here. It's the whole arm is kind of straightening out. I know we're at a bit of a funny angle than potentially where the judges are, and that probably makes a difference in, you know, what you're seeing. But I do think that she could just have a little bit more roundness to the back arm. She's got some nice size in the legs, a good curve to the hamstring. Maybe a little more quad sweep would be nice here on this back leg. It's also looking a little bit more on the straight side rather than a big round curve. But overall, I think she's got a really nice shape, beautiful hair, makeup, red suit. Everything looks really lovely. All right, next in 4th is Brandy. She looks so tall, beautiful makeup. She's so pretty, gorgeous earrings. I'm really drawn to her smile, her white teeth, her beautiful lipstick. Everything just looks really put together, gorgeous long hair. She's got a lovely shape, really nice and broad in the shoulders, coming into a tiny waistline. I do think, though, that she could have a bit more size. I think the shoulders could be more round and kind of muscular looking. The glute could be a little bit more round up at the top here, and even the legs could have a bit more size to the quad sweep, a bit more of that curviness to the back of the hamstring. And then with the conditioning that she has, I think you would see a little bit more of those sharper lines coming through if she just had a bit more muscle underneath. But I think her overall shape is stunning. She looks so pretty. She's posing really nicely too. Just the delicate way she has her hand on her hip and her toe, just barely touching the floor. She looks like she's just kind of floating across the stage, and I think she looks really, really good. Next is Olesia in 3rd place. First thing I noticed were those beautiful delts. She looks so muscular, so strong, really athletic in the upper body. A lot of size in her arms as well. She's got a nice lat, a really trim, toned midsection. I love the oblique. Beautiful hamstrings. This back leg is so curvy. It looks fantastic, and a nice sweep to the quad as well. I do think that she could have a little bit more height to the glute right here, but otherwise, like, her overall silhouette is really nice. It's so many curves, and she looks beautiful. Of course, I have to mention, I love the color of her suit. Turquoise. It's perfect. Next in second place is Nina, looking amazing. Her suit is a beautiful color as well. Love the long, sleek black hair. She's got great calves, some nice curve to her glute. And I will say right now, her back pose is unreal. She's really impressive from behind. So stay tuned for that. We'll get there in a second. I think she's got just an amazing amount of size on the glute, and it looks beautiful. She's got a nice curve. It comes in nicely where the glute and the hamstring come together. She's got some good size on her quads. Nice oblique. I do find that she almost looks like she's leaning, though. I would prefer to see her stand a little more upright and really twist the shoulders open. That way the arm could just fall straight down rather than having to angle backwards. And then I think she would just look more tall, upright, confident, full, and more of that triangular shape where the width comes into that really narrow waistline and you see the hourglass a little bit clearer. But overall, I think she looks really good, and what a fabulous second place. And then in first place is America in her beautiful green suit. She looks amazing. She's got everything you need. She's got really nice conditioning. You see the groove in her hip. You see the line around her quad. There's a little bit of detail in the back leg. Beautiful abs, great obliques, and a nice amount of definition coming through in the delts. So she nailed the conditioning. She's got great size. The glutes come out really far. You've got a nice little part where they come in before the hamstring. The hamstring has a nice curve, both on the front leg and the back leg. I think you're seeing a really nice amount of curve to her quad sweep. And then her arms look super impressive too. She's got a nice size and fullness in the delts and good curves in the arms. So even her arms are muscular. So I think she just looks athletic, healthy, very beautifully posed. She's tall, she's upright, she's got her hand placed well to really show off that curve of the delt of the back arm. So that is a fabulous job. And I think she's just looking super confident and exactly like what you want out of a bikini girl. She's got the broad shoulders, the beautiful lats, the nice narrow waistline, and curvy lower body. Just beautiful. Now in this side-by-side, I'm definitely drawn to America. I think her posing looks fabulous. The open shoulders, the narrow waistline, and then her glutes look so round and full. When you look at the girls on either side, I don't think Nina is creating as much of that big triangular shape in her upper body. I think Olympia is doing a good job, as well as Sarah, creating that nice width to the narrow waistline. But America has that triangle as well as a very substantial glute with a nice curve. I'm impressed by Olympia and the size in her legs. I think Brandy looks so long and lean, really beautiful line. This line coming down in particular looks gorgeous. Sarah has some fantastic delts. I'm loving the definition she has here. And Nina, of course, has beautiful groove right there outlining her glute. But wait till she turns around. Like I said, amazing. All right, now from behind, here's where it comes down to Nina and America, in my opinion. I think both of these ladies have a lot of size in their glutes and a lot of really nice detail. I think the glute hem tines look particularly good here on Nina. She's got this nice line coming down her hamstring, but America has a little bit more detail on both sides of the hamstring. She also has a really nice waistline here coming kind of gently into this beautiful width of her upper body. I think her hair is perfect. Nina's hair is a little more narrow and it's showing more of her back, and I don't think that is a good thing. I think she should have a bit more fullness, try to obstruct some of this detail in the upper back, and just bring the attention more to the shape of the triangle rather than long, like this rectangular shape of the hair. Olympia, beautiful delts. Sarah, gorgeous size in the glutes. Not quite as much tie-in, I think, as our top two. Olympia, I think, needs more size overall in the glutes. Brandy has fabulous size, really nice balance with her upper body, but I do think she needs more definition coming down into the back of the legs. So at the end of the day, I think it was a great win for America, but overall, a really fabulous top five. And now in our 45 plus masters, we have America again in first place, Christina in second, Jennifer in third, and Dusty in fourth. So here's Dusty, beautiful as always. Her platinum hair is so bright. Her makeup really draws your attention to her cheekbones and her smile. Her suit color is so pretty. It's like a pinky purpley. It matches the background of the show just so well. I think she's got beautiful shoulders, really nice curves in the delts. She's got a great silhouette, beautiful size in the glutes. I do think though that she could have a little bit more size into the legs. I think the sweep of the quad could be a bit more, maybe a little bit more fullness into the hamstring. And I also thought that she could have more size in like her biceps and her triceps, a little bit more curve into the arms, just so that she has a bit more of a substantial athletic look. But overall, I think her conditioning looks nice. She's got some good grooves. She's got some good lines. Her posing looks really good. And overall, she just looks beautiful. All right, here's Jennifer in third place. Amazing glute. I'm loving the shape, the curve, the roundness. It looks fantastic. She also has some great definition, the detail coming down into the hamstring here. I think she has to be careful. It almost looks like striations in the glutes. You don't want that in bikini, but it's just a photo. I get it. She's got some nice lines in her oblique and her sides. She looks really muscular, really dense, nice lats, good arms. I do think though that she should try to rotate a little bit more towards the front, get this shoulder to come out more towards here, this shoulder to come more forward, and then the arm would fall straighter down rather than coming backwards and out. I just find she's too sideways, and while I understand that maybe that's to help make the waist look smaller, I don't think it's helping with that triangular shape in her upper body. So she's becoming more narrow, and the delt is kind of inside the edge of the glute. I would want the delt to line up more with the glute itself. But I think her hair is beautiful. I love that it's really off her face and it's off her shoulders. Gorgeous suit, great calves. She looks really, really good. Next, Christina in second place. Amazing abs. Wow. Beautiful definition. She's super lean, even into the small of her back. Lovely size in her delts. You can see she's quite lean. There's some striations kind of coming through a little bit. Beautiful silhouette. She's quite profile here, very sideways, which I think gives you a nice view of the hamstring and the glute, and a beautiful quad sweep. Though again, as I mentioned with the last competitor, I do find that she could open up her chest and shoulders a little bit more, make the front of her body facing a bit more forward so that we get a better view of the delt, and just open up her upper body so that you get those ratios between the really wide shoulders and the very tiny, beautiful, narrow midsection. I love that she's got the window connectors on her suit. You don't see that very often. It looks beautiful. And then once again, America in first place. So here are the ladies side by side. I think America stands out. She's so muscular. She's got fabulous definition, the detail coming down her legs. Her skin looks tight. She looks firm. Her waistline is really trim. And then she's posing beautifully with the open lat and the open shoulders. Do you see what I mean about Jennifer being too sideways? She's not opened up enough. It's not creating that triangular shape. America is like the perfect example of that beautiful bikini posing to create the hourglass from the front. Beautiful. I think Christina as well, just a little bit more width in her upper body with the way she's posing. Even though she's more petite, I think she could pose bigger in the upper body. Dusty looks beautiful, great shoulders, great midsection, but not quite the size of muscle that we're seeing on America. And then from behind, gorgeous. Really nice fullness on Jennifer. Her glutes are so round, looks amazing. America has really impressive definition coming down the hamstrings. I think Christina could have had a little bit more sharpness into the tie-ins themselves, a little bit more roundness in the delts. And Dusty, amazing detail coming down into the hamstrings in particular, quite lean in the back of her shoulders, but I think she could have a bit more roundness, a bit more curve to the glutes. So I think it was a good win, another one for America. And of course, I've got more recaps coming your way, so make sure you subscribe, give me a like if you like this video, comment your thoughts below, and come find me. I'm on Instagram at Turquoise Toffee.